My girlfriend of 3 months, 16 years old, is struggling with her dad having control issues, mainly interfering in our relationship and being overly strict when it comes to her freedom. She has to be home by 9 p.m., no phone after 10, can't talk on the phone with me over a certain amount of time. He decides how much time we can be together in a week, and he will take away her privilege to talk with me indefinitely. While I know she's still young, I can't help but feel like we shouldn't have to put up with so much, especially since he seems to be all right with us dating. I struggle to not feel like I should push for more freedom from her, or for her, but I know that that would only make things worse. Am I wrong in my feelings, or is there something I can do to get us more freedom?
That's an interesting question. I mean, it sucks to be young. It sucks to have people in charge of what you can and can't do. I remember it. I have dreams about it. I wake up in a sweat thinking that people have control over my life like they did in middle and high school. Is appropriate.
Serves a purpose because your judgment is off sometimes when you're a teenager. And I'm not saying in this instance, but like you need bumpers so that you don't do something crazy that you'll regret forever.
I have a question of this. Do you think that this would be a potentially useful ball-in move? I actually think a 16-year-old that has the guts to calmly and adult speak to a father is for many fathers, very attractive in a boyfriend. If he were to say something, while you're over house, be like, hey, Mr. C, could I talk to you? I know that, you're not comfortable with whatever Julie talking to me after 9 or 10 p.m. And I just wanted to ask if that's because you don't trust me or something, and I just wanted to...
I'd way rather it come from my daughter.
Yeah.
Than they've been dating for 3 months. Have I talked to this kid 6 times?
Oh, he might
come tell me how to be a dad?
No, he's not telling you. He's asking. I'm saying.
Yeah. I'd find it much more persuasive to be a conversation with my daughter, who I hopefully have a long history of mutual respect and love with. Mm-hmm. And if she wants more freedom, she should present to me.
So I don't know what things are like nowadays, and I don't know where you live, but I can say if you are 16 years old and your parents are telling you at what time you can and cannot talk on a phone or to whom you can talk, that would have been excessive when I grew up. Like,
I don't know. Depends when school is. If he's like, hey, I'm going to take away your phone because if I don't, you talk to your boyfriend until 4 a.m. and then we have to get up at 6 a.m. to go to school and you're tired.
You had a bedtime? I didn't have bedtime at age 16, man.
I don't know, but I'm saying imagine. It depends. This is the thing. It depends what the daughter's default behavior is. And maybe there is a better way to do it.
It seems excessive. Okay, so, and this is a very personal thing. This isn't a right-wrong. If at 16 years old, my parents were enforcing bedtimes, I mean, at 16, you and I were like driving around in cars with our fake wannabe girlfriends and like chasing deer. Can you imagine having... There was like a be home by 11:30 type thing.
Yeah, I don't remember. Well, I don't remember, but
But that's not 9. That's not, like, they weren't like, oh, you're going to be sleepy for school. It was like that was your own problem if you were sleepy for school at age 16.
Yeah, but I also got straight A's. Like, what about if your daughter's getting C's and was getting A's before she met the boyfriend?
Oh, that would be a completely different situation.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know any details here. Mm-hmm. It's like, he seems controlling. I don't know. What are you guys doing? Like, has she started doing drugs since she met you? Is she still getting straight A's? No, but you get what I'm saying. Like, the response, this response is totally different depending on what the last 3 months have been like.
I'm buying this person's frame, which is implicit and having not mentioned any sort of breakdown, that he's a controlling dad. And he is more controlling than most, and where he has not come in if it negatively impacted this girl's life, which could be wrong. Maybe he's not telling us. He's like, ever since I got her addicted to Xanax.
Or he just thinks high school's not important. He's like, who cares if she's getting C's? I don't know any of the details here. But personally, I'd say, for me, definitely I would rather have this conversation with my daughter than the boyfriend. And so I would think the boyfriend's best chance of being persuasive is to talk to his girlfriend, see if she agrees, and to the extent that she does agree, help her come up with a persuasive way to talk to her own father. Mm-hmm. That's my sense. I mean, your sense can be that'd be cool to go talk.
Oh, I don't know. That was a question. Here's the truth, man. I don't, 16 is so far away, as is being a father. So this is one of the harder questions you could have asked me, because I'm much better if you're like, I'm 20 to 40.
I can get this at the high level. Just at a high level, like, what does the dad want? Mm-hmm. Probably his daughter to be healthy, happy, functioning well in society, and successful in his definition of successful. So to the extent that someone could ameliorate his stress around his daughter having a phone and staying up past 10 or whatever, and that the dad were convinced that removing those constraints would lead to a daughter who was doing well in school, being happy, not going down a bad path in life, whatever it is, he's going to be okay with it. So at a high level, persuasively, you just think about, what does the dad want? Why is he making these rules? How can I help persuade him to have conviction in the fact these rules are unnecessary and maybe even getting in the way of achieving that? Mm-hmm. That's how you would.
Or to get him more of what he wants and a happy condition being the laxing of the rules or something like that.
Right, exactly. Yeah, just think about from that, what does the dad want? And then be like, okay, how can I get him convinced that these rules aren't achieving that, they're actually in the way of it, or releasing them wouldn't get in the way of what he wants, and somehow he can actually get more of what he wants. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's scared he's losing his daughter, and so she can say there's some activity or time they can spend together that would continue to make their relationship strong, that would make him feel comfortable, that he could release the reins a little. I don't know the dad, you or the girlfriend, but that's the best way to be persuasive, is just think, why is he doing this? What does he actually want? His end goal in life isn't his daughter's screen time on the phone, So that's your high level best route.
Cool.
Go about that however you think is going to be effective. Mm-hmm.
Hope that you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more like this and have us do more podcasts, we are 100% funded by our generous patrons. And if you'd like to contribute, there's a link in the description, and we'll have one pop up on the screen right here so that we can do more podcasts where we have fun conversations and hopefully some deep ones like this. Either way, hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.